Did I mention we have a gorgeous campsite between two streams? We got tired, saw this campsite on the way to Rattle River shelter and decided to stay. The burbling brook really wanted me over. Also, just stopping. It was a really long way down and slow. Maybe more slow than long. I think we should talk about yesterday.
I think we should talk about the burbling stream next to our breakfast table.
How was yesterday?
Yesterday was difficult downhills that you felt like you were going to die at any minute.
Yeah, you felt like you were going to slide.
And
if you slid, you were just going to die. Like there was no way around it.
And it kept going for over a mile and a half.
Like 50-foot cliffs, right? Wouldn't you say?
Filled with big rocks that you'd land on.
But cliffs. Cliffs you had to keep climbing down. So this hiker came behind us yesterday, and he was going, "Good, damn that!
He didn't know we were there.
These goddamn mile-an-hour downhills."
I'm sick of this.
I felt the same way, but it made me feel better to know somebody else felt that way. There was a point, I think, where you were taking my picture where I was trying to go down and I just couldn't find a foothold, and I'm like, I am going to slide and die right here. So I had to start climbing back up, and I couldn't climb back up.
I know you were going this way and that way,
yeah,
but not
like,
moving. We were coming down the second hill, the last hill, and we found the bench.
Oh, yeah.
We sat down on it, and the cursing guy caught up to us.
Well,
he didn't know anybody was around, though, because he had his earbuds in.
I just think that he wasn't just cursing. He was like saying whole sentences about what he disliked. I think that's a veery. No, it's not a veery. It's a winter wren.
Well, I did hear a thrush this morning. It was very pleasant. Is that the winter wren?
Yeah. Yesterday we went over the Carters. Well,
and we camped on Carter Dome.
Yeah,
but then there were 3 more Carters.
The Carter Dome, Middle Carter, and South Carter are not in that order. And then there's North Carter. So there's 4 Carters total. But North Carter
is the worst.
Mountain isn't much, but coming down the north side of it,
it's like a boulder slide.
I've done a lot of trails in the Whites, but there are trails I haven't done, and even little sections of the AT I haven't done, and that was one of them, as well as the trail on the south side of Kinsman was one of them in the past, and both of them were like, oh, just a little connector trail I've never done, and both of them were some of the more terrifying trails I've ever found in my life.
So we were going to look up the terrifying 25.
Yeah, but we can't look up anything now.
I know.
I was going to take pictures on the downhill, but I think I got so discouraged that I just stopped taking pictures. And that's why we're talking about it now.
I felt like my legs were not strong enough, because it was repeatedly going down big steps for miles, lumpy, slippery steps.
It's like they put in these big steps and sometimes there was just a gap, like the steps rolled away.
Or there was one that was sloped and mossy right in the middle of it. I thought you were kidding when you said, should we stay here?
No. I saw it from the top of over there. You can see you're like 50 feet above and you come down to the stream, and I could see, I'm like, that looks like a nice campsite. So no, I wasn't planning it. I was planning it for about 30 seconds prior. Now, what are we doing today?
I could tell you what we're not doing. We're not doing the Mahoosic Notch, and we're not doing the bog, the Alpine bog.
You talk about the bog like it's one bog.
Well, it's like miles of bog.
It's just repeated bogs.
But anyway.
That's your welcome.
I will finally
That's your welcome to me.
And then I'm sure I will not have white nurse shoes any longer.
We are 20 miles from the border, and I don't think either of us is really excited about going to Maine, but soon we'll just be in Maine, so there's nothing to do about it. Maine is like New Hampshire, only worse. Another advantage of where we camped is I thought it would be nice to actually walk some decent trail to warm up in the morning, as opposed to crazy stuff we were doing yesterday. The good news is, hopefully it won't be crazy today. Maybe we'll make it to Gentian Pond. I'm also feeling relatively good because my pack is not super heavy this morning. I mean, a little less food in it and a lot less water. Water's plentiful today. So are the bugs. I already got one in my eyeball. Why I'm wearing a hood. Wow, look at this. Therapeutic trail. The Rattle River looks slippery and large. Back where we camped, it didn't look like much of a river. I think you're taking the hard way. Yeah. It's on this side. That doesn't look like the easy way. This is the story of today. Bug net on, bug net off. Oh look, another crossing. I decided to stop in the middle of the river because I want to see turtletail cross this. Let's have a try. Wait, just a minute. She's gonna realize she's crossing the river. Oh, I think she already realizes it. Getting her poles ready. That was a good throw. That's the hardest move. That's not the way either. You're almost to dry land. Oh, you made it. Here's the Rattle River shelter. And there's the little tiny bear box. The thing about trail like this in the Whites is you should never take it for granted. You also shouldn't boast about it, nor maybe even look at it too closely. It's very shy. Oh, another river crossing. This one looks a bit slippery. It was slippery. That's a bridge that we don't get to go over. It's for snowmobiles. I guess we're gonna have to cross the river on foot. Bottle Gentian. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but reference Gentian Pond Shelter. We're approaching Route 2. I am covered in sweat. I've done this little road walk ahead, but then I have done the section from here to Grafton Notch, which includes the fabled Mahoosic Notch, the slowest mile on the AT, and Mahoosic Arm, which is fearsome. There's evidence it used to be Rattle River, and on far out says the knoll. Rattle River was a party place. It had really good pancakes, and once I was on a hike, there wasn't a good signal, and I said, "Do you have pancakes?" And I think they thought it was a crank call. Anyway, I was hungry. I think that was on our Mahoosic Notch hike. That's fun. Is it a train or a truck? They're going to Maine, crossing the Amoskeag River, and at least I can tell why I'm so freaking hot. It is a hazy, hazy day. We just ran into 4 Nobos that we met last, maybe our 3rd day on trail around the Blue Ridge Parkway. At this point, the Nobos have gone about 1,100 more miles than us. Starting up the Centennial Trail, and there is a severe thunderstorm watch or warning. I always forget which is worse, but it's very dark, and there are clearly thunderstorms here, or coming here, or near here. I do have my raincoat ready, and we did have a snack. Just a little one. I just had a big one though. Made me so thankful I'm not up on the Presidential's Ridge. Already scared?
Scary.
And then trying to go down. It would have been awful.
That would have been horrible.
Yeah, or on the Presidential Bridge. We'd be hiding in a hut, running to a hut, running down the Great Gulf Trail. I hear the rain coming, and I think the thunder's calming down a little. At least I'm not hot anymore. You're still hot? Yeah. Mm. Oh, lightning. There's so much thunder, it's hard to tell what the lightning's attached to. I guess that one. Yep. Hey, it's coming. Into the darkness. We're in a good place right now, climbing Mount Hayes and near the bottom. But can somebody please turn on the light? It's freaking dark in here. I think it's getting more intense. It sounds like it's stuck on the mountains behind us, and maybe in front of us, but not the mountains we're on the top of. Ooh, we're getting it in stereo. They say Mount Washington has such bad weather because it's the convergence of 3 major systems. And I can kind of hear with the storm at least 2 of the systems converging. Lightning. Got a big one's coming. Should be coming now. Yeah. I knew it. Super buttress tree. It didn't work out. It's still broke. It's big. I'm not even that close to it. So we're just getting water. Despite it raining, we still need water. And a surprising number of people have come by because I left my poles right in the middle of the trail. It's a little dubious, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, this is an Appalachian Trail marker.
Time to start drying out, and I am going to go to the summit of Mount Hayes because by sheer coincidence I just learned it's on 52 with a view, so I'm going to do it for you, Joanne. Turtle Toe just gave me a great piece of sage wisdom from an elder. She said, if you hear thunder, it means you survived the lightning. Remember that. Waterfalls of lichen. This is impressive lichen, huh?
Yeah. Did you see that glacial erratic that looked like a box?
No.
Huh?
This is such pleasant climbing. It just takes a good white mountain craggy thing to put it all in perspective. Headed up to Mount Hayes. Thunderstorm's over. Belly's full. Drying off. Just waiting for Turtle Toe to get here. Well, she was tying her shoe. But that moss is pretty cool. Like a big cloud. I thought you'd like it if I wait for you here.
Thank you.
And
I should look at what?
the moss to your, yeah.
Oh, look looks like clouds.
Isn't it nice?
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's beautiful.
A lot of kinds.
Yeah, but that puffy white one.
How's that tree working out?
Well, I'm more using it for just like proprioception. Right, you know what I mean?
Yes. I wonder if this white stuff, the quartz, is slipperier.
I don't know.
Approaching the fall summit of Mount Hayes. Or not even the fall summit of Mount Hayes. The fall summit on the way to Mount Hayes on the Centennial Trail. Last year's growth and new growth. Blue sky, a nice breeze. And that is, I bet that's like Speck or Mahoosic arm. I don't know if I'm on the trail.
You think that's it?
I'm just following my
what's
nose.
what?
The peak.
Oh, let's see what mountain. Blueberries. They're not ripe, but we're getting closer. Very exciting.
What do you think? Are they ripe?
No, they're not blue yet, but look at them all.
You see
Here's the trail junction. I gave Turtle Toe directions.
Leaving
My stuff here. Sometimes she gets confused, but I think we should be okay in this case. I can't really see how it could go wrong, but I hope I don't like those words later. Whew. Here we are, off to Mount Hayes. Mount Hayes on the blue blaze. Thunderstorms have cleared the haze. I hope you have a beautiful view. I think I should reverse those lines. So far, this is a super flat trail. Gotta love a mountain that you can reach with this little additional effort. I mean, how can you pass it up? I'm only doing 52 with a view because when I was doing my training hikes this winter, my friend Joanne did a bunch of them with me, and she was interested in doing the 52 with a view. And before you know it, I had accumulated a number of them. But can we just talk about how beautiful this lichen path is? It's gorgeous. And now for a jog back. Woohoo! It's also really nice to take off your pack and move at a different, move in a different way sometimes. It was an 8-minute summit run. Yeah. Where are you going?
I don't know.
You're going back the way you came. AT,
Okay.
that way. Those are puffing thunderheads. Oh yeah, they're going up. And then you have some Stratocirrus, which are non-denominational, and they're okay. But yeah, it's building. There might be more showers between 4 and 6. Baby thunderheads all around us. I believe that's Mariah and Carter. And there are the presidentials. Definite storm cloud. I'm not sure what that is. Isolation? Wildcat? Who knows? And that's a crow. It's Turtle Toe, who's feeling grumpy about going up ledges and probably just going towards Maine. We're headed up Cascade Mountain, and it's getting shades darker by the minute. I hope we make it over the top. It'll be our bit of land for the day. We go down the other side and then we camp.
The wind is picking up.
The wind's picking up. It's getting darker and darker. We just strategically put the tent at the top of the pack, and I think it's going to be a 2-thunderstorm day. But there was really beautiful weather in the middle. Cascade Mountain, and it's not thundering yet. Let's go.
1.2.
No storm yet, but definitely raining. There's a lot of moose poop on this trail. This is just one iteration. Clearly, the moose know it's Maine-like territory, and they like it. Thick trees, just sort of boggy, even though we're up on a mountain. Grossness. Do I go through? Do I take the trail around? I'm gonna try through. Just thinking how my
Shoes are still dry. We'll see. Nothing's sinking. This is good news. Oh my gosh. I think I'm gonna make it across. Oh, but there's more. Ah. This isn't actually a bog. This is just a mud pit. Plain old mud pit. Nothing exciting. I'm taking a side route. And we made it! Yay! The beads on the lilies are out. And yes, it is still raining. There are mountains not quite visible. And we're continuing down. And then the more relaxing trail. Ha ha ha. Yeah, we're almost there. And to think I was just arguing with Turtle just a little bit ago about why she won't go further in a day, and here I am, the one that can't make it down. We are at Trident Col campsite, and it's not a big campsite, but it's full-ish. Guarantee people are going to come in. It's not sunset yet.